There's a version of you that checks the phone the moment you wake up. That fills every silence with noise, every free hour with something, anything, to stay busy. That postpones the hard conversation, the risky project, the honest look in the mirror. That lives as if the list of things you'll get to eventually is infinite. That version of you isn't lazy, isn't distracted, isn't just tired. That version of you is running. And you've been running so long, you forgot there was something behind you. There is. You are going to die. Not as a concept, not as a distant statistical inevitability that applies to everyone in the abstract. You, the person reading this right now, with your specific fears and your specific regrets and your specific unfinished business, are going to stop existing. Everyone you love is going to stop existing. Everything you've built, earned, and held on to will eventually disappear without a trace. And somewhere beneath all the noise you've surrounded yourself with, you already know this. You've always known it. The problem isn't that you don't know. The problem is what you've done with that knowledge. Ernest Becker spent his life studying what humans do when confronted with this truth, and what he found was not comforting. In The Denial of Death, he argued that the awareness of mortality creates a terror so fundamental, so unbearable, that virtually every structure of human civilization, culture, religion, status, ambition, love itself, can be understood as an elaborate defense against it. Not a solution to death, a distraction from it, a way of not having to sit with what you already know. Here's what makes that dangerous. The denial works. It works well enough that you can go years, decades, living as if time were not the one resource you cannot replenish, working toward things you don't actually want, staying in situations that drain you, saying you'll start when the moment is right, and the moment is never right, because if the moment were right, you'd have to start, and if you started, you'd have to admit that you've been waiting, and if you admitted you've been waiting, you'd have to ask what exactly you've been waiting for.